Well, hello there. It is incredibly hot, and we are back for perfection in 1 year. I think this is our 11th week, which means third week of fall, and we'll jump right in. So as usual, we will start with our fall to-do list, which is to max all friendship, get all the walnuts, finish our monster eradication goals. Our farmer level is done. We want to ship everything and cook everything we can, as well as make a ton more kegs. And so that means that this week we need to do our special order, our key quest. We're going to try to knock out all of our monster eradication goals. And then we want to just catch as many fish as we can, cook and craft all the recipes we're missing there, buy a few more recipes, put down more kegs as you can see, do some radioactive ore farming to try and make all the money that we really need. And we have to go to the fair. So today was our wedding, which I forgot to record and I can't go back. And we also need to get our new key or special order quest, which we chose the one to kill the skeletons for a geode crusher recipe. We need to finish off our Kent and Sandy friendships, make some more kegs, which we already did, get our new key quest, which we'll get a little later today, replant starfruit seeds on Ginger Island, and head to the volcano to try to get our magma spirits or sprites. And we should have either 1 or 2 more volcano runs to knock all that out. I think all we need currently are the magma sprite spirits, slimes, and mummies, and dinosaurs. So it's actually, it's quite a bit, but I think we're pretty close to all of those things. Like, I think we're around 50 away for all 4 of those categories. And we also have a normal gift run today. Gifting Marnie, Leo, just whoever's left over. The list is a lot shorter. And what I've decided to do, I'll do an in-depth percentage at the end of this video, but I'll also do, at the end of fall, I'm going to do a separate video, and I'm just going to go through all my chests and show what I have. I'm going to go through all my recipe stuff and show, like, basically an uncut video of me wandering around doing like a check-in, because I haven't really done that, and I want to show like what exactly I have going on everywhere, because I cut around a lot and you probably miss out on a lot of like smaller stuff that I do to keep things like, keep the machine going, so to speak. So we'll do that, I guess, on Tuesday of next week. I think that video will probably come out. Also, just a quick thing, if you're interested, I stream mega early in the morning. I started streaming playing like classic WoW. If you want to check that out, feel free, on Twitch. I'll probably also play Stardew Valley there. And if I do, I will let you know beforehand. If I do other games, I won't talk about it. I'll just be there. So, anyway, back to whatever we're doing. We got another key quest. This time it's the Skull Cavern Invasion, which is just like the dangerous skull caverns, basically. It's super easy, and you get 40 gems for it, so. Oh, and Leo moved in, which it makes it harder for me to remember his schedule, but sometimes he's easier to find. So that's cool, I guess. And then we sold a bunch of random stuff. You'll see this pretty frequently. I just sell like whatever. And I'm trying to make that percentage, so it's just kind of random items here and there. So into the 16th, this is the fair day, so we're going to go to the fair. We'll do a little bit of cooking today and a little bit of crafting. And then we'll clear our cave just because it's getting pretty full. And we'll get some fishing done, as well as some wood harvesting. And then everything, like, we have all these cooking materials that I've stored too many of. And so we'll try to clear that out and ship all the extra junk today. And then also the main reason I am going to the fair today is to get the star drop and to get the rare crow. Those 2 items are necessary for perfection. Otherwise, I would 100% skip it. And then most of today is just like little errands. Like I'm grabbing a bunch of milk. I'm grabbing a bunch of... Ooh, that was a mistake. There's a mistake I'm making right now. I grabbed that small goat milk, and I should have shipped that. I'm going to have to buy a goat later on because of this. But I used that goat milk to make goat cheese, and that was a poor choice. But I'm basically getting like a mayonnaise station and a cheese station ready for like really ramping up my cooking. And as usual, my cooking is kind of a disaster of me grabbing a bunch of random stuff, cooking whatever has a 0 on like how many you've cooked, and then moving on. It's not super interesting. I just included it because, I don't know, otherwise how do you know I even did it? And yeah, so then we cleared our farm cave. Nothing important in here. There's really no reason to grab this. Like, some of the fruit is nice for gifts, but we don't really need it. So it's just kind of something to do. We did get a banana, which we'll actually use for cooking today to make the banana pudding. And later on, we'll grab another banana to use for the gold walnuts, if I haven't already. And then after that, we'll use them to make the obelisk. And I guess ship one. So today was like, I don't know, pretty chill day. Like a lot of this fishing, I didn't want to have to restart a ton to like try and get the best possible fish. And you can see I like even ignored a treasure chest there because I just don't care anymore. I don't need the treasure chest, even though it might be like a little extra money, I guess. It's not going to be anything particularly valuable. But some of the fish I needed were like a lingcod. I still need like a tiger trout. I need a lot of stuff. A dorado, rainbow trout, which I think I caught. Oh, and this is, I just sped this up 4 times, which made it kind of hard to watch now that I'm looking at it. But I don't know. I'm talking to everybody to get the extra little points. I brought kind of a weird collection of items for the Grange display, which you just have to grab like, you can pretty much grab anything. It feels like sometimes that like seems vaguely valuable and you'll win. And even if you don't win, just gamble and you'll eventually win. And then yeah, don't forget to grab your stuff. I don't actually know what happens if you do forget. Oh, I think I had perfect luck with the gambling. I don't think I lost at all. No, I lost. Okay, well, I guess I could have just waited a second. But anyway, I'm just gambling to get enough money for the rare crow and the star drop. There's nothing unique about my fair strategy. I think it's actually probably faster to do the slingshot game. I don't know if that's true, but I don't ever do the slingshot game. I don't care. I'm not very good at it, and because I play on a controller, I think it's harder. So I just gamble. I like gambling a lot, and I don't ever do it in my real life, so I might as well do it in Stardew. I should clarify, I will not use the casino to gamble for money if I don't make the money goal. I might, I guess, if it's like spring year 3 and I failed. But I won't be using that particular exploit. Because you can technically gamble forever in Stardew Valley and the time never moves. Oh, this is kind of important. I don't have any pine tar, and you need pine tar for a couple different reasons. So I took a couple of my oak resin tappers, or I crafted them, one of the two, and put them on those pine trees down there, just so I can like get the pine tar I needed before I forget. There's a lot of little items like that that are really easy to forget about. Somebody had reminded me recently about what is it, oil of garlic, or garlic oil, whatever it is. That one is really easy to forget to grow the garlic for. And that's actually something I know for a fact I craft this week. And that's like 10 garlic and 1 oil. But we'll do that later this week. There's just some that are weird, like you need a marble for one of the braziers. You need a farm, or a computer, dwarven computer or whatever, dwarven machine for a farm computer. There's a lot of little things like that. And yeah, as you can see, I just shipped weird stuff. I should have kept that duck feather. That was another mistake. Because it's a good gift for Leo. But anywho, we got a ton more oak resin ready to go, so we'll make more kegs. We got our sturgeon roe, so we can get it ready to start process to make caviar. We'll do a gift run today and get our last key gem recipe. We're also going to finish our ginger quest today that we've been kind of slowly working on for the last week or two. And then we'll do our slimes and our spirits today, as well as the cave patrol quest, which is killing the skeletons. And then we're going to ship random stuff once again. I think we ship some, what is it? We ship a lot of solar essence and void essences. And our keg situation is looking a little bit better. We're still not quite as far as we need to be. But we're getting closer, we're getting a little more comfortable. We are still on track to fall short. So I guess that's not really on track so much it is, I guess, off track. We are not on track to do this, but I don't know. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about any of this. It's all fine. So I am gonna stream. I decided I'm gonna stream. No, I'm sorry. I said that wrong. I'm not gonna stream the winter. It's the opposite. I'm gonna stream other stuff, but I'm not gonna stream the winter. Maybe the last week, but not the rest of it. I'm just gonna play that normally. Starting tonight, probably. My girlfriend's going to a baseball game, and I am not joining, so it gives me a little bit of spare time to maybe play some more intensive days of Stardew Valley. So yeah, sorry to get your hopes up. I could have edited that out. I just am not going to. I'm going to leave it there. And that actually might have been my last key gem. Not key gem. That might have been my last golden walnut. I don't actually know. I didn't keep very good track of that. I know I'm done with them after this video. So that very well may have been my last one. That was my last not dust sprite, but my magma spirit or sprite. And that was my last slime. I didn't include me killing a bunch of slimes and a bunch of magma sprites because it doesn't matter. It's not interesting. And I also didn't include killing a bunch of these skeletons because while that is slightly more interesting because they're in the dangerous mines, I think it still falls in that category of not that interesting. So there you have it. We did get a hopper from a random drop. I will not be using it. It's just going to sit in my inventory. And then I got the sous chef achievement, which is probably I don't know, 20, is that 20 recipes? 50 recipes? I don't know, I didn't do my research. But as you see, we shipped a bunch of weird items that I did not elaborate on. So you can trust those are probably ingredients or other weird random junk. So into day 18, we're doing more random crafting. One of those items will be an ostrich incubator, and we'll incubate an ostrich egg that we have because we need to eventually sell an ostrich egg, and I really like the sound the ostrich makes. It's also Marnie's birthday, which we'll do that. And we'll also buy a brown chicken and a goat, or we need to. I don't know if we actually... No, we do that, we forget Marnie's birthday, and we have to come back. And yeah, and we had some other stuff on that list that I did not see. Other grifting, we have our pumpkin harvest, obviously. We'll fish for a dorado, a tiger trout, the ice pip, a ghost fish, and the lava eel. The lava eel we will not actually get. But we still tried, and we got everything else, so the run stayed. And there's no reason for the things I'm crafting. It's just like, I'm just looking at stuff I can craft with the materials I do have. It's about as simple as that. And then I will take all of it, and I will throw it right into the garbage. It is not what you should do. It's a poor use of resources. But that's what I did. I threw away everything except for the ostrich incubator. And then I need a brown chicken for a small brown egg to ship, or a large one of the two. And I need the goat because I sold my small goat. Small goat milk. And I don't know if there's a way to like decrease your friendship a lot with your animals. I know you can like technically make your animals disappear by locking them outside and they get attacked by wolves. But I don't know if that lowers the friendships of the non-murdered animals, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. Also, maybe you didn't know about that. Some people don't know that. Your animals can get taken in the night if they're locked outside. It's very, very rare, but it will happen. And I tested it out. It took like a month or two for a full normal-sized coop to be completely emptied of chickens. So, yeah. We're just buying some more pumpkin seeds. We need more pumpkin seeds. This is our last crop of pumpkins. We're probably just going to sell the gold and silver star ones. Just because we don't have processing time, and this is just kind of extra money in my mind. So, there's Marnie's birthday gift, and now she is completed as well. So we're getting there with our friendship. We are not far off. And the truffles, I guess the truffles are free money also. I don't pay a lot of attention to them. It's a small amount of money. They're pretty valuable to have a lot of pigs, but in this like style of run, it's not really worth it. Oh, I guess I just sold the gold pumpkins. That's okay. I got to the point where like now I'm just giving liked gifts. And that's mostly because like I know I have enough time, and most of those people are like pretty close to max friendship. I think like Gus still has a birthday coming up, I want to say. And Caroline is pretty close to being done. But I don't know, we'll see. Here's me fishing. Just fishing, whatever. Again, I'll go into like in depth of what I need. I'll highlight it actually right now a little bit while we're right here, because fishing isn't too interesting. But as of the end of this week, after I catch all these fish that I fish here, I still need a glacier fish, a lava eel, a mutant carp, an octopus, a salmon. That doesn't seem right, but I guess I need a salmon. Hopefully I catch that next week. That makes me nervous. Anyway, a slime jack, a sea cucumber, a spookfish, a stingray, and a stonefish. The stonefish should be easy. Most of this should be really easy, with the exception of the glacier fish, which is my nightmare, and octopus, which is like a second nightmare after you wake up from your first nightmare and realize it was just a dream. So it's bad news all around. And then yeah, just crafting more junk. I I don't need most of it, trashing most of it. I could have kept it since I'm considering keeping this file, since I know 1.6 is now confirmed. And I also heard that they're taking out clay farming and a lot of the manipulatable RNG stuff. Now, I don't know if that's true, because I also heard they're adding in an option for old RNG and new RNG. So I don't know, that'll be interesting. 1.6 should be interesting, but that is a big reason why I'm not streaming, because I need to get this done quickly. If 1.6 comes out soon, I don't want it to mess up anything that I have going on in this particular file. Not that I think it would, but it's just a precaution I'm taking because I've lost a perfection file before, to my own foolishness. But yeah, anyway, today we are doing our dinosaur and mummy eradication. We're going to finish our cavern invasion, mostly with staircases, and then we'll farm radioactive ore with the remainder of our time. Kind of in between that, we're going to chop down some trees, process that sturgeon roe into caviar, and start up more jelly. But most today is dedicated to getting those monster eradication goals. And that's why I had to reset a little more than usual today, because I wanted to make sure I got those 2 goals done. Because I just wanted to be done with all of this. And if I finish the monster eradication goals, I get an immediate 10% boost to my completion percentage. So that would be very nice. And yeah, I don't know why I included this. It's just me like casually going down as usual. I don't really need to kill anything except for the mummies and dinosaurs. So this floor, for example, is great. There's tons of mummies. You could group them up pretty easily and then just destroy them all in like 1 blow. Or 3 blows, whatever it may be. And that's where we finally finished our mummy goal with that terrible, terrible noise. And so yeah, we're done with mummies. Oh, we also got our last galaxy soul. That was a goofy cut, but these are the last couple of dinosaurs I needed. I think maybe another floor of dinosaurs, but either way I'm like, you know, pretty close to being done. And today's the last day I have to deal with any kind of dinosaur at all. Dinosaur floors are obnoxious because they're like, they just take a really long time. And it's just a lot easier to staircase down. There we go, there's our dinosaur. And so yeah, we hit floor 100, mostly with staircases, got some more rain totems, which at this point we don't need. But they're good to have for the future. If this farm turns into like $1 billion farm or something, I'll be happy to have rain totems. And then the rest of the day I spent doing this. It's just, or most of the day, let's say. Just resetting, looking for radioactive ore, resetting, looking for radioactive ore, resetting. And I included a lot of it this time around. Don't know why. But we'll get out of here and skip ahead to the ending of the day. Or close to the end. It's only 10 o'clock, but we have other stuff we wanted to do. God, I cannot break that open. We do have to process some goods, even though, you know, our luck was pretty good today. Oh. And there's like a little boss slime. So there's a free 5 radioactive ore. It's kind of nice. Well, I left so much in. I don't know why. Like, I record all of it, So it's like 30 minutes of that, and then I leave in 10 seconds, and it still feels like too much. So yeah, going to the quarry. Go to the quarry, there you go. To get our caviar rolling and our jelly. I did waste a star fruit because I just filled all my jars with star fruit, you know? And I realized I need that caviar. So I pickaxed one up, which wasn't really necessary, but I was really nervous I would forget about it. And so I just took care of it. Also, I just remembered I probably have 2 house upgrades I need to do. I was thinking I only had 1, but I have 2, and that's gonna get expensive. And I probably need like hardwood for it, right? Let me get on the old Google real fast. Stardew house upgrade. I just never do it, so I don't know the actual money or the amounts, you know what I mean? Upgrades. Here, I'll talk about that in a second. I shouldn't do this while I'm recording. So yeah, we're Saturday. We are selling the radioactive bars, or most of them, and doing the last few gifts that we need. Evelyn is now finished. We're gonna buy the cooking staples we need from Pierre's, like oil and wheat. We're also gonna buy a stack of wood, do a ton of cooking, upgrade to the infinity gavel, and donate to the museum, and make some more kegs. So I need 100,000 gold. Gold? No, I just need 1 more. Aha. I think. Yeah, I just need... Oh, no, I don't. Oh. I need 50 grand and 150 hardwood, which I don't think I have. That's bad. And then I need $100,000. Ugh. Alright, well, that is unfortunate. We just gotta remember to do it. So, okay, anyway. What are we up to? Just watching cutscenes, skipping around. Finishing Penny off. I think today's her last day. Or close to it. We got our cooking items that we need to cook everything and to craft oil of garlic. Or garlic oil or whatever. What else are we doing? Oh, we're buying the wood. We need wood for, you know, kegs and the preserve jars. That's why we're buying it. It sucks that we have to buy it, but I kind of knew this would happen. I wasn't as good about setting up my wood as I should have been. And then, yeah, here's me cooking. Just cooking a bunch. Man, I've already made over 3 million gold. And I have like nothing to show for it, which is kind of crazy. All that money has gone into random stuff. Like, it's been necessary, obviously, but man, I've spent a lot of money if I've already earned 3 million. And I still have like 500 grand in my pocket. But it's kind of crazy how I've earned all that and have nothing to really show for it. I guess my main expense has probably been starfruit seeds, if I had to guess. And what else? Just general like upkeep, upgrading my house, buildings. It's expensive. Oh, and this is just me opening geodes until I get the correct geodes that I need. I don't even know what I was like fishing for. I think it was tiger's eye. Yeah, tiger's eye, and I have a couple of fossils to organize and donate. And the last thing I need, as of right now, is that strange doll. And once we have that strange doll, which we'll get from a secret note in wintertime, we will be finished with the museum, and we'll get that secret note. Nope, secret note? We'll get that star drop, jeez. And then we got more oak resin, which means more kegs. I guess we can chop down all these pine trees and replant them too. It might be worth doing one of these days. But instead, we're just going to organize, cook more. That's it, really. At the end of this week, or sorry, at the end of next week, or is it today? It's one of the two. It's either tomorrow or next week. We finally organize our cooking chest, get rid of all the extra junk, and make it so that we only have what we need for the final few recipes. Because as of now, we've cooked like a pretty massive chunk of the recipes. And we'll look at percentages at the end of the video. If you want to skip ahead, it's fine. It's probably like the last minute. And I'm just going to go through a list of percentages. Oil of garlic, there it is. That's something I always forget to craft. But yeah, like all this stuff in my inventory, in those chests, it's just mostly junk. I don't need almost any of it. And then more crafting. Just making weird stuff. I'm kind of surprised I didn't have a seed maker already. But, oh, there's the mini jukebox too. Another one that's easy to forget. But yeah, this was actually originally, this is a 40-minute day because I did this for like 20 minutes. So I cut it down a lot, but I still don't think I cut it down enough. This is a lot of random junk. Oh, that's the hopper. What was the other thing I got? The hopper we'll never use either. We'll just trash that too. Same with the obelisk. The farm obelisk is nice to have, but I trash it all the time. Oh, and we're down here because I needed a squid ink. Because I had to make the seafoam pudding. We've already made the squid ink ravioli as far as I know, so we just had to get another one of those from Squid Kid. And then we're pretty much done with cooking. After, well, I guess we're not. I lied again. I don't think we cook tomorrow. Maybe we do. Man, maybe I'm just full of lies. And we're just constantly cooking and doing other stuff. Oh yeah, I need both brown eggs. Yeah, anyway, we're back into Sunday, our last day of the week. We have our final recipe from this week, which we might just cook like right now. And today is the day we're organizing our cooking chest. We're going to swap out the sturgeon from our fish pond because we don't need it anymore. We're going to finish our relationship with Dwarf and Vincent. Deforest pretty much all of the valley. Make more kegs, make more jars. Replant our Ginger Island starfruit field again. And we're going to sell all of our excess ingredients to make that chest just a little bit nicer. And then we'll be done with a fair amount of the cooking, a fair amount of the crafting, done with monster eradication. I mean, I think we're sitting in a good spot for everything except for the money still. You can see from our relationships that we're doing pretty good. And then everybody who's not doing very well as far as friendship goes, as far as I know, assuming I did this correctly, it should be all winter birthdays and like Vincent. Or not Vincent, sorry. The other kid. The parrot kid. You know his name, whatever it is. And then we got more bananas. We need 10 bananas and 10 dragon's teeth for the obelisk. I'm not sure if we'll build that next week. I think we will. If not, we'll build it early winter. And once that is done, that means we only need 12 million more dollars. Which is kind of I mean, that's better than 13, right? Because I think we'll only need 2 million for the remaining obelisks and 10 million for the clock. The clock will be the very last thing we buy. I think I mentioned that before. But it's true, so I guess why not say it again. And yeah, I keep making more jars. I'm making a lot of jars at this point. I'll fill that bridge with jars. I will fill every area I can with jars. Wintertime we'll have a lot of jarring. And here comes the deforestation. Yeah, I'll cut down a couple just for funsies, and then I'll skip to me doing something else, like this, replanting trees. It's just not, again, not that interesting. You've seen 1,000 trees chopped down. Oh, there's our bridge full of kegs. We still have more, or not kegs, sorry, jars. We still have more jars to build. We are up to like nearly 300 machines, which is closer to where we wanted to be. We wanted them to all be kegs, but that just didn't happen. But we'll be producing kegs up until pretty much the last week of winter, I guess. Because as long as we can produce them and have a week left to process, they're worth it, you know, so. And I'll break that down. Next video, I'm going to break down our money situation. And then in the overview video, I'll break it down again. But we won't really talk about it too much yet because we have another week that I don't really know what I did because I don't remember. Oh, we have another banana tree here. We have a lot of stuff going on. I forgot we had that. I need to replay. I need to like do a little walkthrough. That walkthrough actually will be probably more beneficial for me than it will be for anybody watching, because it'll help me like realize where I'm at with everything on the farm. So we shall see. Oh, and our pine tar is done. That should be all the pine tar I need for crafting and shipping and whatnot. So we can just get rid of those, and we can put those tappers on trees that actually need them. I think we need maple syrup still. And I think obviously we need oak resin still. So that's why we're chopping trees. And then we sold all the excess stuff from our chests, which, if you want to pause, it's just a ton of random fruits and milk and just junk and a lot of star fruit. But let's talk about our current progress. I'll just go over it very quickly, and you can pause if you'd like, but we are at 13.24% earned from shipping everything. We've shipped nearly everything at this point. Still 0% for the obelisks and golden clock, obviously, but we have finished our Monster Slayer hero goal, which brought us up 10%. We are 73% of the way to Great Friends, which gives us 8% towards perfection. We finished our farming level. No star drop still. We are 86% of the way for cooking, 76% of the way for crafting, and 83% of the way for fish caught. So all that's pretty good. And we also got all of our golden walnuts, bringing us to 65.9% total perfection. So it's pretty good. Our goal is, I guess, to be at 90%, probably 3 weeks into winter, and then we'll have that 10% boost once we get the clock. So